to the Big Easy, today in New Orleans, Louisiana. Caesars Superdome, home of the RNL Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Memphis offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You've got all guns blazing.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
All right, it was early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the...
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you've experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Memphis wants to move quickly. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Excited, you force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. From the 22 on first and 10. He's going to pass. Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new
and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation.
A shot toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone.
I got you right now.
First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He makes the connection. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Memphis will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and the defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that. Well, they went flea flicker, hoping to catch the defense off guard. I got to be honest, David, I don't think the defense was fooled. It was almost as if they were expecting that play. There was nowhere to go with the ball.
And you're trying to make the big play, and you're trying to capitalize on momentum and trying to create something and hit the home run, but you're right. Nice job staying disciplined. You could tell when the running back took the football, he didn't want to run the football. You could tell he was flipping it back. Nice job by the secondary, forcing the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Tosses to the quarterback. Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a really unique situation to run the flea flicker, David. I was caught off guard, too. I think normally you run that on first or second down. There they went on third down instead of just throwing it conventionally, and I wonder if they wish they would have called something else.
Well, because usually third down, I'm thinking pass, right? So I'm not really biting on that run fake. It's not as big of a priority. Like first down, second down to me is a better opportunity to run those, but at least it didn't turn into an interception or a bad play for this offense, just an incompletion.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be
on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He lost one down the sideline. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get position. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
He's snapping on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. On target over the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means.
Touchdown, Memphis! And that one will give him the lead. That touchdown. The offense set for a 1st down play. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Well, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Try to get it to the edge. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Quick completion on the out route. On the move is the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get 1st downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it, right?
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback will keep it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker.
Oh.
No good. Offense set on 1st down. Tosses it back. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance.
Hopefully I don't lose my players. 6-2. I don't like that, man. Number 9 ain't gonna work. Too well. running game about to be deadly now. Ridiculous how they do it. That should give me enough to compete. Damn, 65. Fuck it. Okay. Hook right there. Put a sash there. Oh, it's supposed to do schedules. Okay. So that didn't work. Oh. Alright, one more person. If I can beat him two-way, that works. depth chart and see what happens. 70. Banks move out the way. $74. Let's see how that goes. Oh shit. I forgot I'm supposed to play Washington State. Oh, we played them and lost. Yep. Oh. What? Want some water? Good stuff.
Did you pour my bottled water in there? You sneeze around me?
Nope. Yeah. Second year complete disaster. Take over recruiting. Did good so far. can just make room for transfers. What are you, physical? Route runner. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Fuck. Alright. It is okay. Four. see if we can swim on that. Or a fullback. I don't know why I'm recording punter or fullback, but we're doing it. $40. Okay. Do we get away with the sway? This is a disaster. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Okay. I don't even care about the rest. All right. We're now in control. Um, that's an impact. I don't want that. What? That'll work. Now, how old boy is a 65? I do not know, but we about to change that. After we encourage these transfers. Oh, it's about to be a lot of y'all gone. Still no receivers. He's gone. You're gone. Oh, he moved up. Okay. Fuck. Fucking get him too. Wow. Be smart about this. receiver. This is awareness.
Dougie,
What's up?
what time are we waking up?
10.
10?
Yeah. Alright. Okay, we'll do it like that. Damn, week 5. These niggas lost. Lost again.
moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. When you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for the big play.
Oh, my God.
Catch inside the 25. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Oh, big juke to get past. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Gets it out quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory.
I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight to those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
They finally make the stop, and the big run is ready to move those sticks for the first down.
And And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Coming after it. And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fast motion from the offense. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Merritt. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to get one down to the 15.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
By the QB. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Rashada. Looking to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, but not before he picks up a Memphis 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
What? Yeah, you just gotta take the thing out.
It's a flea flicker. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Memphis. Now, they told us they were going to run the trick play. I wasn't sure I believed them, but they dialed it up at the right time.
Oh, well, I bet you believe him now. And the defense didn't believe it first. They thought it was a run. You could tell they suck up. The wide receiver looks like he's going to block. Slips right by the defensive backs. It ends up being a big play. Nice call, nice time.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught near the sticks. It's Tuggle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Dogs have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line needs to assert themselves, run block that they love to do. This pays dividends down the road.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. He's able to get the tackle for loss.
Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having the pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
All right.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, what a move. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Quickly to the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Looking to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. To the air, it's Rashada. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfect.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
So what?
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Yeah. Almost.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Clock sits at 15 seconds to play here in the first half. Probably time for 2, maybe 3 plays. They have it 1st and 10. Back to the quarterback.
It did work for a second.
Way behind the line. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score. Now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
Look at it, G-A-N-E.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. Smashes it through for the PAT. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Memphis. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Memphis picking up the tempo. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Slings it downfield. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to...
Got it back.
And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Memphis.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Great job, defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Rice is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 28 to USF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. A new set of downs after the completion. Going to the running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And last week was great for this young man. But man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Dogs are on the move. Give to the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that.
Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. A nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback, right?
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. They've done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Back to pass, it's Rashada. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Connection to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive.
Yes.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll try to get outside. Fights off the defender. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Movement here from the tight end. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Got enough for the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. He's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first key drive going.
The give to the back. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of thing.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. 3rd and inches coming. This is the kind of play where every fiber of your being is tested. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis first down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and less than a yard, ball right at the 20. Let's go! They'll power it inside with the fullback. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season.
I'd say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
a second. Okay. I made it. I don't know, 7-7. Oh, that was clutch. Yeah. What's the play? Oh, I know I was calling this. Right here, I know I was calling if I can get it. Let's go. Whoop. He would have known, he would have fucked me up. We pulled off the upset. Yeah, we're up to 18. Wow. Damn, Ohio State lost. Texas lost.